What's up, giggity, giggity gang? Welcome back to, Shaggy Plays Kanye. Hashtag, it wasn't me. It's been quite a few days, like 3 or 4. Not I've been doing anything important. Been playing Yakuza 0. Bit too addicting for its own good. I told myself that I would do this today, so that's what we're doing. As I recall, we got Dark and Light enchantment on our swords, so they're stronger now, I guess. And we can use them to solve puzzles. And we are now in the future. In theory, this is the same future that we came from. I guess we didn't kill Kain, which you're supposed to, but everything seems about the same. Oh, right, that's aim mode. Left bumper's lock on. Jeez. Being annihilated. There we go. Got a big axe. Alright, how'd I impale him with that? Yeah, I got him with the blunt end. Oh. Oh. What the hell is that guy doing? Ow. How's my block button? Right, it's back. Somehow forgot how terrible my control scheme is. Could just use the keyboard, but one, third-person games suck for the keyboard, and two, I'd probably have to readjust the camera, which would also suck. Of course, that'll happen whenever we had to do Dark Souls. Or The Witcher as well. I don't think that game has controller support. I might be able to find a mod for it. I think I'd rather not, though. Those are on the list. One of them will happen soon enough. That sword. Sword is cartoonishly big. It's almost a katana. Kind of like a Fable katana, where it's kind of just a big fat sword. knows? Maybe Big Fat Katana's an actual weapon. I know they come in all shapes and sizes. Or, not necessarily shapes, just sizes. You got like the butter knife one, and then you got the longer knife one, and then you got the normal one, and you got the long one. What the hell's going on here? It's the same shrine before, but somehow looks like it's in better condition. We're supposed to be investigating a vampire. The old lord the Heart of Darkness came from. I feel like that would be related to him, maybe. I don't know why we're doing it in the future. That seems like a weird place to investigate someone who died forever ago. Could have done it in the past. Of course, that's where Raziel wanted to go, so we're not there. Path was blocked off. The dark font here. I should probably use it. Actually, no, I think I won't. I don't think the dark power has helped us with any puzzles yet. We can use the light bolts to light up suns, but I don't think we did anything with the dark one. We just kind of got it and left. Or we used it to open certain doors. That's about it. Demons are too strong for the normal weapon. I think the light gives us an attack bonus against them too, of course. I haven't tried any other enchantment on them. But it only makes sense. Demons, after all. Really dark. I think it's fog doing it, maybe. The ground's pretty well illuminated, as well as any characters. Just when you're looking off into the distance like that, it's fucking black. You cannot see ahead. Lever broke. I think we're not doing so hot ourselves either. Right, so this is the pillars right here. In theory, Kain could have his throne here and probably waiting for us.
So familiar to my blighted eyes, but now that I have begun to learn their true significance, I regarded the pillars' destruction with a new, enlightened sense of horror. And I questioned now whether Kain's simple refusal, his mere ambition, could truly have caused such devastation. I felt that some darker influence was at work here.
Oh,
As I approached, I discerned the spirit of Ariel, bound here now for more than a century.
Forever am I bound, hope abandoned, my spirit tethered to this place. What destroyed the circle could not touch me, for I was newly dead and beyond harm.
Those freaking ASCII faces.
I alone was spared the descent into madness, and Kain alone was spared the pain
Got like Fu Manchu with tongue out,
when
and just a blank face.
seized Kain even in the safety of the womb. Much more than just his destiny.
Got Illuminati confirm on the left there.
All of Nosgoth lost balance. Consider us now, both of us less than we once were. I, pure but insubstantial, and Kain, terribly real, but corrupted.
Your imprisonment here has deranged you, spirit. You fixate on Kain because you believe he is the tether that binds you here. We both know he is not the author of your agony. The pillars were subverted by dark forces, invited by the Guardians themselves. The more I learn of your circle, the more I see a tangle of nested manipulations.
Kain handed them their victory. They sought to topple the pillars, and he was their willing instrument.
Or was he their unwilling pawn? Would it blunt your wrath to know that Kain's dilemma was calculated to bring the pillars down, regardless of the choice he made? And that the devastation would have been even greater had he chosen the path you would prescribe for him?
You are a subtle, deceitful creature. But your clever arguments do not absolve Kain. He must die for the pillars to be restored. There is no other way.
Then consider this more ominous possibility. What if Kain's death does not restore the pillars? Consider that it may simply be too late, that this world may be beyond redemption, and that you may be bound here eternally.
Can't run from me, bitch.
Why do you hound me, demon? You can see that I am captive here. Show me some mercy.
Like the mercy you showed your fellow Guardians when you set Kain on them? Or the mercy you showed Kain when you kept him ignorant of his destiny while you used him as the scourge of the Circle? Or perhaps like the mercy you showed your beloved Naprapta when you made him Kain's first kill?
You are cruel. Why do you torment me?
I'm merely looking for answers, Ariel. Ah, very well. I'll leave you in peace. But know this about you and this purgatory from which you long to escape. You're merely at the threshold.
Music here is really weird. Strange that Ariel was once our guiding character, and now it seems that she knows even less than Kain. Oh boy, what the fuck? Those are the big Diablo-looking boys. Take the 3 of the auto kill spell. Is me or my sounds really loud? Probably turn it down. Sorry for swinging at nothing. Hand wasn't exactly on the controller. Get the hell out of here so that spooky music stops playing. Well, Kain wasn't here, so maybe we're not in the distant future? Or maybe this is past his time, even. I guess not, because we still see a decent amount of humans around. But, the Elder should still be alive, and he seems to know everything. Like, transcending time periods. So, he might be able to help us out, I don't know. Kind of boned at the moment. Need to learn how to use time travel machines. think I talked about this towards the end of the last session, but they showed us that they understand what a combat wall is. Yeah, these right here. So why don't they use them more often? I can just run past enemies. I don't feel like fighting if I want. Those ghosty looking dudes I really don't care to fight. They do a lot of damage and I can only hurt them with the Soul Reaver, which is dangerous to use. Tentacle right there. Still alive. Gotta be.
Raziel, the failed assassin. You had Kain at your mercy, but lacked the courage to fulfill the act. And now you see the wasteland wrought by the tyrant's hand, by his selfish decision to preserve his own life, even when it meant sacrificing the whole world. This is the fate of Nosgoth, as long as Kain remains alive.
An ironic condemnation, given this guilty scene. One would think you'd torn down the pillars single-handedly. What are you trying to obliterate as you drag your loathsome body through this chamber? And why, as Nosgoth descends into madness and misery, do you appear to thrive? Things in this world, I am learning, are rarely what they seem. You, apparently, are no exception.
I am the engine of life, the source of Nosgoth's very existence. I am the hub of the wheel, the origin of all life, the devourer of death.
Or maybe you're just hungry. Could it be as simple as that? Wouldn't that be poetic irony? The great adversary of the vampires turns out to be the biggest parasite of them all.
Do not test my patience, Raziel. I made you, and I will unmake you if I become so inclined.
As your agent, I am beyond death.
There are fates worse than death, Raziel.
Oh, I see you now as you truly are. A cancer, a spooling parasite burrowed deep in the heart of this world.
Go now. Play out your pitiful rebellion and take your place among the destroyed, the used, and the damned. But know this, you are mine for eternity. You have always been, and will always be, my Soul Reaver.
So, Big Parasite Man is trapped in a chamber related to the blue people, and he made me into a blue man. This be some alien shit? Or did he maybe wipe out his people and becoming a god? And he just chose to make me one for familiarity's sake, let's say. At the very least, he has more knowledge of the Soul Reaver than anyone else, so he was definitely around during the time of the blue people. And they fight vampires. He claims to be the ancient enemy of the vampires. They have to be related. Gotta be.
Abandon this traitorous course, Raziel.
Oh boy. He wants me to believe that I'm his. Why doesn't he do anything to show it? I don't think he has any real control anymore. As I said before, I don't think that was actually fate forcing me to try and kill Kain. That sounds too ridiculous. It's probably him. And I've proven that I can break his control over me now. Probably not able to do shit against me, you just can't admit it. He does claim to be the Wheel of Fate. Okay, so there is a reason to kill those guys. I restore those fonts. Whatever the hell they are called. Also, this lake's a little drained, so maybe deeper in the future when we'll have a full thingy. This, and its holes in the ground, is potentially an elemental forge. Maybe I need to unite all the elements. All 4 of them. I don't know how many there are. Anyways, you can't do much underwater. How you doing, Spunky? Or, Tyler? That was your name, right? So I just realized that this lake is drained a bit, so I might not be able to swim all the way up to the swamp anymore. Doing fine. Finally starting to warm up. The polar vortex has left my area. So we're not looking at negative temperatures anymore. A relief. Did I check out the link? I don't think I did. I kind of just went right to doing my taxes after that stream, I think. That was the whole rest of my night. But paid off. Got my return back today. Well, that's sweet. normally order most of my stuff online. Just, if I have an excuse to go out, I should usually take it, because I'd be at home all day otherwise. The hell is that? Here, you weird muscle boy. They're like mole rats, but they jerked off too much. The hell?
Beyond this edifice lay my sole hope of escaping this demon-infested wasteland. The time-streaming device contained therein offered my only prospect of journeying back into Nosgoth's early history. Unless I discovered some means of breaking the seal, I was condemned to be stranded here eternally.
Actually, if I'm gonna order underwear online, I think I might check out MeUndies. I've listened to a lot of podcasts while I do other shit. I just hear so much about them. There truly is underwear that feels like heaven, I must know. Squirrel wants to fight, but it doesn't want to hit. Yeah, it's the face. They got like the weird, I don't know what kind of shape you'd call that. And they got the little buck teeth up front. And their skin color's about the same. I guess egg shape, maybe? Like an egg with flatter sides. That normal ass frog? No, it can't be. This is the future. The frogs are gay now. Oh yeah, rat snout. That's a lot simpler, isn't it? Man, how you gotta do it. The secret to flight, you just gotta work out till you're strong enough to hold yourself against gravity.
The passage of time had indeed cleared my way forward, enabling me to explore the northern mountains of Nosgoth. I was anxious to discover if some evidence of Janos Audrun's existence might still remain.
So the big tree's gone. Now we can climb up this wall. Really, this is the future Alex Jones envisioned. Buff mole rats, gay frogs, and deforestation. I need a sword. Dog down. Hey, keep that. Hey, they shot him. Give me that, give me that. Aw, I just noticed that they didn't fill in the space on where the neck disconnects from the head. So you can just kind of see through it. And that doodad doesn't have a thing going for it. So, I guess I should try Otherworld. I'll be able to climb that wall. It's got a weird texture on it. Damn it. Alright, y'all all dying. Interesting, I didn't realize that they rematerialized after a bit. All more reason to leave them alone. please. Alright, is he getting hairy now? Saddest armor I've ever seen. You just kind of take a sheet of metal and fold it over their shoulder. Like it's made of aluminum foil. And painted white. Poor boys are just trying to LARP, and then I showed up. Oh, I guess they are wearing plate mail. They just got that weird extra armor fold on them. Yeah, that was on a timer. Oh boy. Might be a situation where I have to switch to the spirit world. I don't think they've used the time stop mechanic yet. Yeah, that didn't work out. Oh. No, I need to be fast, I guess. But it seems like the door closes by the time I land on the ground. Plus I run into walls, so I should just wait this one out. Go, go, go. I didn't hear it close. Something tells me that lever's not actually opening this gate. So what the hell is it doing then? What happened to put a lock on this door? Can I just jump over this one too? Hold on. No. Definitely not hearing anything. Either doesn't make a closed sound or it's not that door, which I think is going on. No, I heard something that time. The hell? The sound is repeating. So I guess I hit the on switch and something's happening. Could also just be in the music though. There used to be some kind of town behind there. I think it's just the music making that sound. I don't know what the hell's happening. My new guess is that this lever isn't actually doing anything. The door might be jammed, but it doesn't really help me. I can see the wall finally. It's really dark. Alright. Right, I am totally clueless. The lever on the other side of there. Which... well, it would support that this gate opens, but it's so damn fast. Whoa. How you doing, Truffle? Right, well, neither freaking world seems to be giving me anything, and this lever Seems to be functionless, so I think I might have to turn to a guide. Oh, let's see. Walk through. Hate doing this. Two. Aerial. Elder God. Mutants. Training chamber, can't get in. Save spot, save the game, continue. As soon as you hit the mountain path, you find open to explore, climb the wall, continue onward to your destiny. Continue along the path and activate the beacon. Jump down, kill a group of slayers, scale northern wall, proceed. Swordsman. Use the lever to open the gate. Real helpful guide. The lever is not opening the gate. I tried once, but I guess that has to be my next step. Didn't work that time. And the gate's closed off, so I can't just T-pose through it. It's possible that it's just bugging. And, if I don't get this figured out soon enough, I will try to reload. That walkthrough just talked about it like it was nothing. Just go up there, deal with the sword guys, and then, use the lever. I'm thinking I might have to reload. Alright. We saved just outside this area, so it shouldn't be too long of a trek.
Kain refused the sacrifice.
I'm just gonna run past most of these guys. Cutscenes aren't skippable, so you still have to watch this.
The passage of time had indeed cleared my way forward, enabling me to explore the northern mountains of Nosgoth. I was anxious to discover if some evidence of Janos Audrun's existence might still remain.
So, I don't know how advanced this game's physics simulation is, but it's kind of a habit of mine to just jump around everywhere, because if they happen to have a friction system, there would be no friction in the air, but you still maintain your speed, so you kind of just go faster in general. It's not just a fidget, there's a point to it. It totally didn't stem from Oblivion. Oh boy. Looking at a big oof. So, I think my next step is to look for a video guide. And this text is obviously not telling me something. This isn't working out. Pretty much as soon as you said hi, we just got here. But that gate doesn't seem to be budging. I thought I was just going too slow at first and it was closing after a short time. Not happening. So it's either jammed and the guy doesn't want to tell me what to do, or it's bugged and I guess the next step would be to restart the game entirely. Instead of just reloading. But it says this is the air forge apparently, so that'll help me look for the video. Full Reaver 2 air forge. Right. This video is literally just past where we are. Need to find part before it. Damn it. Channel. One two. Full Reaver. Aerial, try this one. Alright, is that the part? Then pull that lever and watch it function perfectly. Yeah, that's what happens. He pulls the lever and the gate just opens up. Wait a minute. Hold on. I feel so stupid. There was a lever that we had to hold before to open a door. But I thought it was stupid when I did it the first time. And they brought the whole lever back.
Here I discovered the
Oh!
of Ushtenheim, now long abandoned and collapsing into ruin. Legend claimed that Janos Ordran terrorized its villagers until the Sarafan hunters ferreted him out and destroyed him. If there was any truth to the old tales, the lair of the infamous vampire would not be far away.
Seems so silly. Like, that's the kind of thing that you dedicate to, like, a cutscene, maybe. Never in my life has there been a lever that I had to hold. Light Reaver. Doggo. And a sword. Huh. I'm moderately impressed. These enemies respawned after we saved, which usually means that the level reloaded, but there was no loading screen. Lever over there. I think we have a couple paths to check out, but so far the game's been linear. So I'm not too worried about missing anything. I think if the game had collectibles, it would have introduced them by now. Font here. Maybe this is another 2 dungeon deal, and I just need to get whatever from the Air Forge. Oh. On a circle. Gotcha. Oh, that means that there's one way to go. All you have to do is touch it and the door closes, but if you want to open it, you gotta hold it. So salty. I think I also went backwards. Not sure. No, I couldn't have. These entrances just both look the same. Yeah, I definitely went the right way. Oh, that walkthrough also made me feel like trash. The guy was actually comboing the crap out of these guys. Not getting blocked at all. I don't know what the secret is. Oh! What do you mean you're not gonna attack the humans, demons? Give me a break. Dog down. At least they have crowd fight AI. Made this less intense than I thought it would be. Oh, that's a nice touch. The demons have different souls than the humans. They have the ones that appear in the spirit world. Probably not a deliberate decision. They can just follow you into the spirit realm, so they probably just have that soul because they're from there or whatever. I didn't justify that very well at all. That's the way we came. Might be, yeah. Need to get up there. Or, it looks important anyways. Got a roof on it. That means someone built it. Get your gun out of my fantasy game, mister. Ah. So is he supposed to be shooting me the whole time, or what? There's a door. That is not a door. Might change if I... Here, boy. Well, that just explains everything. See if I can vacuum woman up from way up here. I don't think I can. Oh, now there's a big man. Do these things have names, or I don't think they ever told us them. This is in the time of manuals, so it's probably somewhere in there. But I think I'm gonna call them brownies. No one has any objection. That's what they look like to me. I think that we came from there. That's gotta be the way to go. This area only looks important because it has the blue portal. Soul Eaters. Oh. I thought that's what the vampire ones were. You know, the ones that looked like, they wore robes, and they just came and sucked your life force out in the first game. Called Slaw. That's beautiful. Slaw. This sword is not doing its job. Trying to throw it. I guess I can walk on. There's probably another thing for me here. Still completely baffled that friggin' Square Enix couldn't come up with proper controller support. Sure, the game would be way better. I just didn't have a jank control scheme.
This edifice was clearly not crafted by human architects. As the figure beneath the balcony silently attested, these were the aeries of winged beings. Undoubtedly, I stood before the mountain refuge of the legendary Janos Ordren, but the entire sanctuary lay in ruin, collapsed under the force of some ancient cataclysm. As I suspected, the time streamer's deception ensured that I was centuries too late to unearth anything of consequence here. With nothing behind me but the wasteland I had traversed, I resolved to press on and explore these canyons further. Oh no. Every time you turn up, something monumental and terrible happens. I don't think I have the stomach for it.
No drama this time, Razia.
You are persistent, crossing time like this to follow me. Still waiting for that coin of yours to land on its edge.
I'm biding my time. I see that Mobius has played a little trick on you.
Yes. He clearly doesn't want me to meet this Janos Ordren.
Perhaps. Or maybe he merely hoped that it would harden your heart against me, to see this wasteland which I single-handedly authored.
My heart doesn't need hardening, Kain. If I even suspected that destroying you would make any difference, I would do it this instant.
I knew you'd see through them, Raziel. Janos is indeed the key to your destiny, but you'll need to find your own way back into Nosgoth's past. Make no mistake though, Raziel. You and I are now in great danger. We are irritants here. Malevolent forces are being marshaled to eliminate us.
You talk as though we're allies.
Regardless of your sentiments, Raziel, in their eyes, we are.
Well, they're certainly trying to eliminate you, Kain. Can be no doubt of that. I am assaulted relentlessly with demands for your demise. Whatever it is that you're plotting, they're scared to death of you. As for me, I suspect they made a grave error when they allowed my unique resurrection. I don't think they know how to destroy me.
You mustn't underestimate them, Raziel.
And who exactly is this diabolical they to which we keep referring? If there's some grand conspiracy going on, the right hand doesn't appear to know what the left is doing. Even Mobius seems to be caught out at every turn.
Mobius is a puppet, Raziel. Haven't you realized that yet? That's the sweetest irony in all of this. Nosgoth's great manipulator is their plaything. But the ones pulling the strings haven't shown their faces yet.
They don't like us unwriting their carefully choreographed history, though, do they?
You must understand, Raziel, we haven't unwritten history, we've merely rewritten it. The future flows around our petty actions, finding the path of least resistance, while admitting only the slightest alterations. This is the reshuffling you felt when you refused to kill me. And remember, Raziel, we are irritants in this regard as well. History will not allow the introduction of a paradox.
And if events cannot be reshuffled to accommodate the change?
It is the irritant who's expelled. Bear in mind that this may be exactly the outcome our enemies are trying to provoke. We must tread very carefully.
I'm sorry. So in the event of a paradox, I'm the one who gets destroyed? Why? There has to be some sense to it, right? Fair enough. How dare I try and make sense of a time travel plot? You just can't do it. Okay, so let's say I create a paradox, and that would mean that this timeline has completely obliterated itself, which means that the universe would have to switch to one where I never existed to create that paradox. That makes enough sense, right? It'd be too much to just say that everything ends when it happens. No, there always has to be a switch, a failsafe button in the universe. Alright. Get the axe out of here, dog. Pretty much. Just tells you that your save file's corrupt. You gotta start a new game. Don't make the same choice or else. I can't climb that wall. I need to find a blue portal. Wherever that may be. No, it's probably underwater. Over here. I don't think I can make it back then. Oh. Wait, that might be farther than I think. Oof. Oh, it's worth a shot. Yep. Hey, we actually made it. Alright, let's give that another try. Oh, so close. Well, we're gonna ignore these guys. I only went through that fight because there were demons, which means there's possibly a combat wall up. Yeah, like here. Alright, this looks like the Wind Forge for real. Oh boy. More demons. Alright, bring it on, Diablo. I've got a checkpoint. And for you. Should have seen that coming. Oh, I need to find a dark enchantment then, before I can move on. I think I saw one on the balcony before we even... Oh, never mind. There's one right here. Is this the same balcony, actually? I see. Nah, it's different. Got some Himalayan salt rock lamps here.
The scenes I discovered here were unambiguous. This race of winged beings, the architects of the Pillars and the creators of the Reaver, were Nosgoth's first vampires. Their bloodthirst appeared to be a curse, inflicted upon them by their vanquished enemies. These images confirmed the truths that Kain had divulged to me, but I had been too incredulous to accept. I struggled in vain to see how the pieces fit together, how Kain intended to escape the dilemma of his destiny, and what role he had plotted for me, and why Mobius and the dark powers with which he seemed to be allied were so desperate to see Kain dead, and so intent on me being the instrument of his execution.
You'd think a race of winged people would wear more clothing. Pretty cold when you go high up. Maybe that's why their skin's blue. Now we just got a bad case of frostbite. Particle effect appears when I stand on this, so I think I have to shoot it. Right, I should be able to T-pose through that door. Think there's anything else for me in this room. Might have to glide across. Now, there's some pretty sick looking spears on this wall. I think I'm gonna go and grab one. I guess they're axes. Weird shape. It's got a second handle behind the head. I wonder why that is. I just sworn there was a way to do a charge attack. Towards the beginning of the game, anyways. Maybe it's not something you can do with an axe. Hey, how you doing, Fuse? Fuse Gaming? Nah, this is the PC port. I managed to get it to work. I was originally trying to do this on the emulator, but the cutscenes were also screwing up, so I ended up going out of my way to try and find a workaround for this version. Running pretty smoothly, it just has a janky control scheme on the PC. Oh, that looked like an invitation to jump. This looks like something out of Metroid Prime 2. I don't know what about the architecture is. Probably should have went through that door. Huh. Body looks so ready. Oh, he's cuffed. I suppose I can just take his soul. Maybe not. I think my Zelda instincts are telling me I need to get some freaking laser beam to come hit at least one of these gems. And something will happen with the mummy, maybe. We'll come back to it. There are other ways for us to get over now. A couple of these winding holes, actually. All got a different color. So maybe I have to do something in the room that's adjacent to them. Seem to all be repeats. And maybe that'll power the gem with said laser beam. And just to be safe, we'll walk down this hall. It can also have something to do with elements. I just got the dark enchantment, so let's try going back down here, actually. This one's purple. Could just shoot it. I believe this is the Air Forge. We've done 2 dungeons so far. We're in the future for the first time, I guess. This is my first time playing the game, so I don't really know how the progression works, necessarily. Ah. Door I can open. Looks like progress to me. Interesting. So those guys act as keys on doors, too. Another form of combat wall. Yeah, I've been going through this whole franchise. We've done Blood Omen and Soul Reaver so far. I took a break in between Soul Reaver and this, because I assumed it was more the same. Kind of is, but a lot smoother in this game, I guess. I'm picking up the shield. I have to throw the weapon. Gotta say, this country has some really weird architecture. Sometimes it seems Egyptian, other times it's Chinese, and it used to just be freaking Europe. This is kind of the blend of both Chinese and Egyptian. Ah, of course. The winged vampires built the pyramids on top of Mount Fuji. Shit, that's Japan. Right? Come on, China's huge. There's gotta be a famous mountain there. Can't stand there, so gotta be a block or something for me to push. Maybe up on one of these ledges. This depressed ground is obviously the space for it to be pushed around. Oh. There we go. See a block at the end of this. Looks like I'm gonna have to shoot that eye out and then quickly run by after switching out my Reaver enchantment. Oh man. Thought it was active already. Well, let's hope shooting it again reset the timer. Ah, it didn't. Rats. I thought it didn't look like he shot anything, but the eyeball was kind of rolled up. Not blocking. Or, I think I'm just missing. He's too low. If I take a step down, I should be able to hit him. There we go. Oh. There's the portal. Ah. So in a game like this where combat isn't super precise, I think that they probably should have gave like a fat collider on this weapon. I feel like if I'm staying in front of a guy, I just shouldn't miss him, period, even if the animation technically doesn't touch him from being above or whatever. Because it's not like I have the option to do a slash with this weapon, at least. Right, well, we got this, and I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with it, but there has to have been a reason. Light font active down there, so that just raises more questions. Maybe it's only active now I did the puzzle. we only have 2 elements at our disposal, so there has to be something different at the end of this one. Even if it looks the same. One face is just like, oh, and the other one's just being a grump. If I had to take a wild guess, I'd say I need to shut the one that's puffing out air up, though. Maybe redirect it so I can glide across. Looking for a way up, not seeing it. I'm going to take that as a hit. Very on the nose. There we go. Jump on top of this man. Neat. I realized after pressing the button that it wouldn't work. I do still need the dark thing to get over there. So then I need to get to the other side of this. And I can't open that door without the light. But that cat statue doesn't pop out. Or the gust blower on the other side, I'd still try to glide, but I don't think that's gonna work. Unless he happens to be sucking. Nah, definitely not. Haha, nice try. Oh, I guess the cat statue did pop out. New issue arises though, this portal is right in front of the gust. So I have to do something to shut it off. Am I supposed to lose my Reaver enchantment when I go in here? Maybe. Oh, guess we'll have to see what happens. I could be wrong. Yeah, definitely. Must just be a glide thing. Right, it all makes sense now. I use this to get back across and use it on the door. And I switch back to the dark one, activate the bridge. Eyeball over there. Please tell me that door didn't just close. Ow! Ruining my plans. I want to kill this mummy. Working out though. I think I have to do something to get them to switch direction. There has to be a lever I can pull or a gem I can shoot. Ah, never mind. I was gonna say, I think I just figured out a new friggin' thing, but nope. Does not have a cooldown. Right, helps full. I definitely have to do something with this one. It's not necessarily whenever's through the door. And I didn't even make it across. Beautiful. I don't see anything to shoot. Gotta see this. Makes me sad. I thought maybe it just took a second to load in. Nah. Map is broken. Not that it's really used for anything, but still. Can I grab his freaking lip piercings? Oh. Gotta be something on the other side of this door. Not really sure what. Can't walk over there because of the eyeball. And this door closes after I walk away. Maybe it doesn't. It's not on a timer. Maybe there's a pressure plate somewhere? So, if I just... No, it closed right there. Distance-based. There wasn't any sneaky lever on it. This is a doozy. I guess this one has its handles lower. Maybe I close it and the other one opens. I've been approaching it the wrong... I'm on to something. No, it's not a hold it. Took me that long to press X. And I tried it before by jumping, but of course I can't interact with things while I'm in the air. Dark. It's shiny in here, though. Oh no. Ideally, I'd shoot that. But I don't know if this bridge is gonna turn off or not. That would explain why there's a second door, though. So let's assume that the bridge does not turn off, and I just fly back over there. Blood. The hell happened? Do I have to put this back in the mummy's chest? Is this the Heart of Darkness? That would explain why it's in a dark room. There is one more pathway. Does that mean I have to get another thing? Maybe. Not a blue gem anywhere. Go back to the one I've been down on. There's a big hole in his chest, so it has to be for open heart surgery. Dr. Raziel is here to help. Gotcha. So when all these things, I'm assuming there's a head at the end of each hall, when all of them are blown air, I should be able to fly up, and that'll probably get me to wherever a goal is, probably at the top of this pillar. But there's only one more room left, so one of these has to just have a normal-ass puzzle behind it. Oh, that's an our mummy. I think I just went down the purple and green ones. So the one next to the red is where we have to go. I could have also just miscounted the rooms. Gotta be. Still more mummies. 3 pathways means 34 spaces, yeah. Oh, there's only 3. Huh. Maybe I only need to do 2 of them. I don't think the other thing's dead. He just got disappeared on me. We're gonna call that a win. Might be able to do a high jump here. Not quite high enough. These could also pop out. Not the same kind of statues. They don't have a mark on them. Oh. Yeah, that works. Did I hear an enemy? Oh. How you doing? The Dark Forge on the other side, so... Now there's air coming in, so I can't just glide across either. The Spirit World symbol, which would mean air doesn't affect me here. Yeah. Need health, though. I'm sure I can climb back up without shifting. Right out. Oh my god, he's dodging. Champ. Oh, what now? Oh, I can climb right here. And our dark room, so it's a good thing I switched enchantments. And they're colored. There has to be a red one somewhere. Maybe they're all next to their respective chambers and I just missed it the first time I went through one of these. thought it would zoop me out of here. So then, I think the more likely case is that the gust is now strong enough to bring us back to the ground level. And I missed something up here. Oops. No. Well, isn't that something? Spirit world symbol on that wall. On all of them, actually. That's deactivated. Oh, there's symbols on them. Probably tell me what I need to enter it. This one just wants the plain void. Seems it's probably the first one I entered. This is the one that had the eyeball guarding the door, isn't it? No. Damn. Dark one, then. Oh, blah, 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 blah. There's the dark. Right, this is the first room where he didn't walk out with a heart. I don't think I ever climbed this, did I? Probably where we're supposed to be, isn't it? Yeah, it looks like it. I just need to blind the thing and then turn around. It'd be simple enough. That eye is still active. Maybe the bolt only goes so far, and I need to be standing on this thing if I want to actually hit it. No, it's not working. Not permanently blind, is it? There we go. I don't know what was happening. Alright, so that's all of them. Means we should be able to get to the top now. And that'll probably get us the wind upgrade. These took longer than I can be proud of. I think that the solutions were also simple. It's not active. Missing. Can I fly higher? You know what? I bet I shoot these colored snakes. Let me get the dark one. What the hell just happened? Ah! Hey, grab the ledge.
As the Reaver drained the forge of its vital energy, the tempest receded. I recovered myself and paused to admire my newly forged weapon, now imbued with the elemental power of air. Thus armed, I hoped that I now finally possess the means to escape this wasted land.
You'd think, but that'd be too easy, Raziel. Oh. Well, that explains what that's for. Once the lake's drained, I can open up that door. And yeah, there we go. Hell. Does this thing have a stronger push to it? It makes sense, it is wind. Maybe not. That's probably just... Nah, here we go. I can break walls now.
I discovered had the power to obliterate barriers that were cracked or compromised. At last, I had the means to open that ruined time-streaming chamber I discovered so long ago in the swamp. Now, perhaps, I could leave this wasteland and return to an era when Janos Ordrin still lived.
Oh, thanks for telling me what to do, Raziel. I assumed there was another dungeon, but okay. There's still gotta be something to explore in this lake area, though. Maybe we'll come back to it if I can't get anything now. Ah, there's just a forge up there. I don't even think I can get to it easily. I don't think my dolphin jump is high enough to reach this. Oh, I think I see a ledge here, maybe, yeah. Do I need this to escape, maybe? There has to be a reason for it. Huh. You know what? I bet when we go to the past, this area is going to be all fixed up, and there will be another dungeon here related to our boy Janos. So was gold. Does that mean he heals more health? Cannot see. Woof. Alright, I gotta reopen this gate. Lucky for me, I know the secret. Ow, ow. Ah! Alright, so our plan of attack for now is go to the time streaming device, probably run into a cutscene, and then hopefully go to the past. And then once we're there, we will find a save point. I know there's one right here, but I want to get this out of the way. No touching. Oh, he touched me. Ah. Why is this water so white? I think I'm gonna have to fight. I can't jump up there. We need to take a minute to look around. Ouch! Stop with your gun, mister. Handle it. He just spun out when I hit his leg. So I don't think I can do a high jump up here. Ideally, this would be a wind thing, but there doesn't seem to be a guardian spirit. I might be able to glide back across. That ledge is a bit long. Oh, I don't even have to glide, there's just a straight up cave. Alright, so we're back in the swamp. We're almost at the time streaming device. Actually, we are at it. Just past this wall, I can jump down. So dark. Can't wait to go to the past where it'll be bright and sunny. There won't be freaking mutant mole rats anywhere. Be the wrong way, right? Oh. Yes, wrong way. Turn around, mister. There we go. Now we need to find a wind forge. light one right here, but it's not really what we need. Maybe somewhere back through this cave there would be one. Wait, I think I see something up there. Be able to climb. Magic crows are still here. Does that mean Mordor's alive in this timeline? I don't know why he would be. The vampire genocide's still a thing. Like how Undead King killing William. Wow, it's just like the one from the other game, except smaller. So rather than putting in some commands, I guess we're just gonna grab it and hope for the best.
I had no choice but to act purely on blind faith. There was no way to tell what error this device was tuned to, and I had neither the knowledge nor the means to set the machine myself. I hesitated only briefly. Then, throwing the switch, I hurled myself into oblivion and relinquished my will to the hand of fate.
Oh, at least he admitted it. Guess we won't know where we are until we go outside.
Beyond all hope and against all probability, it seemed that the device had unerringly delivered me to the era I sought. For these were Sarafan banners, and these vampires apparently the victims of their crusade. The coincidence seemed too convenient to naively ascribe to fate. But whether my opportune arrival had been orchestrated by Mobius or some other influence, I didn't know. If Janos Ordrin still lived, I would find him. But I was wary of further deception, and resolved to tread carefully.
Well, what luck. I guess it'd be Mordor probably set that up since he knew who we were. This is turf. Save point should be in the same place, so that's where we're heading. But now the issue is, if this is during the Sarafan Crusade, does that mean that actual Raziel's alive right now? Be an issue if I ran into him. anyways, this is a good place to end it for today. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. And, an amount of people in chat, that's a step up from usual. All been quiet, so, I don't think I have anything else to say. I'll see y'all some other time. It's been a while since I've streamed, so probably tomorrow. That'd be sensible. Anyways, I will see y'all then.